Would you have freedom from wage slavery? Then join in the grand industrial band. Would you from misery and hunger be free? Then come do your share like a man. There is power in the band of working men when they stand hand in hand. That's a power that must rule in every land. One industrial union grand. Would you have mansions of gold in the sky and live in a shack away in the back? Would you have wings up in heaven to fly and starve here with rags on your back? There is power in the band of working men when they stand hand in hand. That's a power that must rule in every land. One industrial union grand. If you've had enough of the blood of the land, then join in the grand industrial band. If for a change you would have eggs and ham, then come do your share like a man. There is power in the band of working men when they stand hand in hand. That's a power that must rule in every land. One industrial union grand. If you lack sluggers to beat off your head, then don't organize, all unions despise. If you want nothing before you are dead, shake hands with your boss and look wise. There is power in the band of working men when they stand hand in hand. That's a power that must rule in every land. One industrial union grand. Come all ye workers from every land, come join in the grand industrial band. Then we our share of this earth shall demand. Come on, do your share like a man. For there is power in the band of working men when they stand hand in hand. That's a power that must rule in every land. One industrial union grand. One industrial union grand. Now you may ramble round the country anywhere you will. You'll always run across the same old Scissor Bill. He's found upon the desert, he's upon the hill. He's found in every mining camp and lumber mill. He looks just like a human, he can eat and walk, but you will find he isn't when he starts to talk. He'll say, this is my country with an honest face, while all the cops, they chase him out of every place. Scissor Bill, he is a little dippy. Scissor Bill, he has a funny face. Scissor Bill should drown in Mississippi. He is the missing link that Darwin tried to trace. Don't try to talk a union dope to Scissor Bill. He says he never organized and never will. He always will be satisfied until he's dead, with coffee and a donut and a lousy old bed. And Billy says he'll get rewarded 1,000-fold when he gets up to heaven on the streets of gold. But I don't care who knows it, and right here I'll tell, if Scissor Bill is going to heaven, I will go to hell. Scissor Bill, he wouldn't join the union. Scissor Bill, he says, not me by heck. Scissor Bill gets his reward in heaven. Oh, sure he'll get it, but he'll get it in the neck. Conditions, they are bad, and some of you are sad. You cannot see your enemy, the class that lives in luxury. You working men are poor, will be forevermore. As long as you permit the few to guide your destiny, shall we still be slaves and work for wages? It is outrageous, has been for ages. Oh, this earth by right belongs to toilers, and not to spoilers of liberty. The master class is small, but they have lots of gall. When we unite to gain our right, if they resist, we'll use our might. There is no middle ground, this fight must be one round. to victory for liberty, our class is marching on. Shall we still be slaves and work for wages? It is outrageous, has been for ages. Oh, this earth by right belongs to toilers and not to spoilers of liberty. Oh, working men unite, we must put up a fight to make us free from slavery and capitalistic tyranny. This fight is not in vain, we've got a world to gain. Will you be a fool, a capitalist tool, and serve your enemy? Shall we still be slaves and work for wages? It is outrageous, has been for ages. Oh, this earth by right belongs to toilers and not to spoilers of liberty.
I'm as mild-mannered man as can be, and I've never done them harm that I can see. Still on me they put a ban, and they threw me in the can. They go wild, simply wild over me. They accuse me of rascality, but I can't see why they always pick on me. I'm as gentle as a lamb, but they take me for a ram. They go wild, simply wild over me. Oh, the cop, he went wild over me, and he held his gun where everyone could see. He was breathing rather hard when he saw my union card. He went wild, simply wild over me. Then the jailer went wild over me, and he locked me up and threw away the key. Oh, it seems to be the rage, so they keep me in a cage. They go wild, simply wild over me. They go wild, simply wild over me. I'm referring to the bedbug and the flea. They disturb my slumber deep, and I murmur in my sleep. They go wild, simply wild over me. Will the roses grow wild over me when I'm gone into the land that is to be? When my soul and body part in the stillness of my heart, will the roses grow wild over me?
I had a job in 29 when everything was going fine. I knew the pace was pretty fast, but thought that it would always last. When organizers came to town, I'd always sneer and turn them down. I thought the boss was my best friend, and he'd stick by me to the end. Boom-de-ay, ain't got a word to say. He chiseled down my pay, then took my job away. Boom went the boom one day, it made a noise that way. I wish I had been wise, next time I'll organize. I had a little bank account, not very much, a small amount, which to the savings bank I took, and all they gave me was a book. I pinched on food, I scraped on rent, I hardly ever spent a cent. My little savings grew and grew, I thought I'd be a big shot too. Boom-de-ay, it made a noise that way. There went my hard-earned pay, save for a rainy day. Oh, what a dirty trick, this soup line makes me sick. Where can that banker be? He's eating soup with me. Then finally it came to pass that all I had to eat was grass. Wolf don't bother anymore, he starved to death right by my door. With soup and gas and club and gun, they tried to make the system run. They said, dear friends, now don't get sore, we'll make it like it was before. Boom-de-ay, it busted up one day. Those guys that stole my pay went flying every way. All that I've got to say, I hope they've gone to stay. Each dog must have his day. Tarara-boom-dee-ay. Hallelujah, I'm a bum. Hallelujah, bum again. Hallelujah, gives a hand out to revive us again. Oh, why don't you work like other men do?
How the hell can I work when there's no work to do?
Hallelujah, I'm a bum. Hallelujah, bum again. Hallelujah, gives a hand out to revive us again. I went to a house, I knocked on the door. The lady says, "Scram bum, you've been here before." Hallelujah, I'm a bum. Hallelujah, bum again. Hallelujah, gives a hand out to revive us again. I went to a house, I asked for some bread. The lady came out, said, "The baker is dead." Hallelujah, I'm a bum. Hallelujah, bum again. Hallelujah, gives a hand out to revive us again.
Oh, I love my boss, he's a good friend of mine. That's why I am starving out on the bread line.
Hallelujah, I'm a bum. Hallelujah, bum again. Hallelujah, gives a hand out to revive us again.
Oh, why don't you save all the money you earn?
If I didn't eat, I'd have money to burn. Hallelujah, I'm a bum. Hallelujah, bum again. Hallelujah, give us a hand out to revive us again.
In the gloom of mighty cities, midst the roar of whirling wheels, we are toiling on like chattel slaves of old. And our masters hope to keep us ever thus beneath their heels, and to coin our very lifeblood into gold.
But we have a glowing dream of how fair the world will seem when each man can live his life secure and free. When the earth is owned by labor and there's joy and peace for all in the Commonwealth of Toil that is to be.
They would keep us cowed and beaten, cringing meekly at their feet. They would stand between each worker and his bread. Shall we yield our lives up to them for the bitter crust we eat? Shall we only hope for heaven when we're dead?
But we have a glowing dream of how fair the world will seem when each man can live his life secure and free. When the earth is owned by labor and there's joy and peace for all in the Commonwealth of Toil that is to be.
They have laid our lives out for us to the utter end of time. Shall we stagger on beneath their heavy load? Shall we let them live forever in their gilded halls of crime, with our children doomed to toil beneath their gold?
But we have a glowing dream of how fair the world will seem when each man can live his life secure and free. When the earth is owned by labor and there's joy and peace for all in the Commonwealth of Toil that is to be.
When our cause is all triumphant and we claim our Mother Earth, and the nightmare of the present fades away, we shall live with love and laughter, we who now are little worth, and will not regret the price we have to pay.
But we have a glowing dream of how fair the world will seem when each man can live his life secure and free. When the earth is owned by labor and there's joy and peace for all in the Commonwealth of Toil that is to be. It's a long way down to the soup line. It's a long way to go. It's a long, long way down to the soup line, and the soup is thin, I know. Goodbye, good old pork chops. Farewell, beefsteak rare. It's a long, long way down to the soup line, but my soup is there. long-haired preachers come out every night, try to tell you what's wrong and what's right. But when asked about something to eat, they will answer with voices so sweet. You will eat by and by, in that glorious land in the sky. Way up high, work and pray, live on hay. You'll get pie in the sky when you die.
That's a lie.
And the Starvation Army they play, and they sing and they clap and they pray, till they get all your coin on the drum. Then they tell you when you're on the bum, you will eat by and by, in that glorious land in the sky. Way up high, work and pray, live on hay. You'll get pie in the sky when you die.
That's a lie.
If you fight hard for children and wife, try to get something good in this life, you're a sinner and bad man, they tell. When you die, you will sure go to hell. You will eat by and by, in that glorious land in the sky.
Way up high,
work and pray, live on hay. You'll get pie in the sky when you die.
That's a lie.
Holy rollers and jumpers come out, and they jump and they holler and shout. But when eating time comes round, they say, you will eat on that glorious day. You will eat by and by, in that glorious land in the sky.
Way up high,
work and pray, live on hay. You'll get pie in the sky when you die.
That's a lie.
Working men of all countries unite, together we'll stand and we'll fight. When the world and its wealth we have gained, to the grafters we'll sing this refrain. You will eat by and by, when you've learned how to cook and to fry, chop some wood for your good, and you'll eat in the sweet by and by.
That's no lie.
There are women of many descriptions in this queer world, as everyone knows. Some are living in beautiful mansions and are wearing the finest of clothes. There are blue-blooded queens and princesses who have charms made of diamond and pearl. But the only and thoroughbred lady is the rebel girl. That's the rebel girl, that's the rebel girl. To the working class, she's a precious pearl. She brings courage, pride, and joy to the fighting rebel boy. We've had girls before, but we need some more, and the industrial workers of the world. For it's great to fight for freedom with a rebel girl. Yes, her hands may be hardened from labor, and her dress may not be very fine, but a heart in her bosom is beating that is true to her class and her kind. And the grafters in terror are trembling when her spite and defiance she'll hurl. For the only and thoroughbred lady is the rebel. That's the rebel girl, that's the rebel girl. To the working class, she's a precious pearl. She brings courage, pride, and joy to the fighting rebel boy. We've had girls before, but we need some more, and the industrial workers of the world. For it's great to fight for freedom with a rebel girl. If you all will shut your trap, I will tell you about a chap that was broken up against it and threadbare. He was not the kind that shirked, he was looking hard for work, but he heard the same old story everywhere. Tramp, 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 keep on a tramp, 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 tramp. Nothing doing here for you. If I catch you round again, you will wear the ball and chain. Keep on tramping, that's the best thing you can do. He walked up and down the street till the shoes fell off his feet. In the house he spied a lady cooking stew, and he said, "How do you do? May I chop some wood for you?" What the lady told him made him feel so blue. Tramp, 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 keep on a tramp, 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 tramp. Nothing doing here for you. If I catch you round again, you will wear the ball and chain. Keep on tramping, that's the best thing you can do. Across the street a sign he read, "Work for Jesus," so it said. And he said, "Here is my chance, I'll surely try." And he kneeled upon the floor till his knees got rather sore. But at eating time he heard the preacher cry, "Tramp, tramp, tramp, keep on the tramp, 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 tramp. Nothing doing here for you. If I catch you round again, you will wear the ball and chain. Keep on tramping, that's the best thing you can do." Down the street he met a cop, and the copper made him stop. And he asked him, "When did you blow into town?" "Come with me up to the judge." But the judge, he said, "Oh fudge, bums that have no money needn't come around." Tramp, 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 keep on a tramp, 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 tramp. Nothing doing here for you. If I catch you round again, you will wear the ball and chain. Keep on tramping, that's the best thing you can do. Finally came the happy day when his life did pass away. He was sure he'd go to heaven when he died. When he reached the pearly gate, St. Peter, mean old skate, slammed the gate right in his face and loudly cried, "Tramp, tramp, tramp, keep on a tramp, 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 tramp. Nothing doing here for you. If I catch you round again, you will wear the ball and chain. Keep on tramping, that's the best thing you can do. Keep on tramping, that's the best thing you can do." Are you poor, forlorn, and hungry? Are there lots of things you lack? Is your life made up of misery? Then dump the bosses off your back. Are your clothes all patched and tattered? Are you living in a shack? Would you have your troubles scattered? Then dump the bosses off your back. Are you almost split asunder, loaded like a long-eared jack? Boob, why don't you buck like thunder and dump the bosses off your back? All the agonies you suffer, you can end with one good whack. Stiffen up, you ornery duffer, and dump the bosses off your back.